Hi, I'm Jenkins. Welcome to week 13 of Reflections. I actually had to look back at my list of videos because I can't even keep track of which week it is anymore. But here we are, a little after 3 months of doing this series. I got some highlights to share. I'm putting my 2 weeks notice in at work tomorrow. It's been a fun ride these last 3 years, but it's time for me to move on. And hopefully, my last 2 weeks don't suck. Then I'm going to have a couple weeks to take my shit back to my parents' house, half my possessions, and then come back here and then drive all the way 14 hours to the little small town I'm going to be staying at in Nevada. And I'm going to not have much stuff with me. It's going to be interesting. I completed my song. It's a little different from all the rest of them. I can't really say it's much better quality wise because I'm really making all these videos based on like YouTube tutorials and whatnot. So each song kind of has different new elements that I've been learning. So I'm kind of building off of it. I'll be able to build off of these songs eventually and take all the concepts in each song and put them together. That's the goal anyway. And last but not least, I followed up on what I said I was going to do in my last video, and I got back to my system. I reclaimed my system. Let me show you. I got my first, basically everything covered this week. I didn't miss a day at the gym. All my music production hours, plus an extra one on top of that. I grinded my ass off today to make sure I got on my piano practice hours. It's out of 3.5 right there. I even got a couple remixing hours in today. Screen time I was over, but hey, when you're getting everything else covered, I think that's just fine. Did my charts every day of the week, meditated every day of the week. Not only that, but I upped my meditation sessions from 10 minutes to 15, and I still did them all. So I am happy to say that this is the first week where I can confidently give myself a 10 out of 10. My first of the entire year. It was not easy. I had to work very hard today to make sure it happened. It was looking like it was going to be a 9, but I was so close. I just couldn't let this opportunity slip through my fingertips, and I made it happen. So let's fucking go. Anyway, I did have some problems, with the screen time being over, not quite 24. Obviously the screen time's a bit of an approximation, but I got everything done. I did everything I said I was going to do. I basically hit all my goals for this week. So, a few extra screen time hours, it's really not the worst, but I still think it's a good idea to track it to make sure I have an idea of what's going on, what what isn't oh man, I forgot the saying. Uh what isn't tracked can't be. Oh, damn. I wish I would cut this out, but cut this part out, but I just do a one take. Fuck it. Um, it was an absolute grind day, and I had to practice piano 2.5 hours today alone. I went to the gym, and I only go to the gym 3 days a week in my goals, but I go hard. Same thing in boxing class too. Like some people like to kind of take it easy with shadow boxing. I don't. I don't really take breaks. So it's intense for me, but I don't need a medal. I don't need any recognition for it. I'm just telling you how it is. And I also started a song remix. I'm not going to tell you what song it is. It's a surprise. But I'm going to see if I can make my April song a remix, my very first. And also, I guess just want to mention I'm really mentally and physically like wrecked especially after today. It was just really intense all the way through the day. It felt like I was working pretty much. Piano was fun, but to a point, I probably got through like 10 tutorial videos on sight reading, and I've learned a lot, but my God, it just, I really needed to take my breaks. So, resolutions, there's not too much to say. I just want to make sure I'm consistent with my piano practices. I want to be getting them in, more consistently because I got 3.5 hours of piano practice in this week. I only practiced 2 days, so that I'm kind of making it hard on myself, right? And early week progress I wrote down. It would be nice if I didn't leave so much work for my weekends. Most of my free time is on the weekends, but it'd be so nice if I could just push myself even after a long day at work to get some stuff done. It would just make my weekends a lot more laid back and enjoyable. And again, one more thing, I was thinking about maybe giving myself like a day off. Like if I can just get my earlier week balanced out, kind of fill that up with more production hours and piano, I might be able to afford giving myself like Sunday off where I just don't have to be obligated to do anything. And I honestly think I would probably still practice piano and do production that day, but it'd just be kind of a way to take out the pressure off my shoulders, because it's really been getting to be a lot, when I have so many things to do, and all the things that I do on a weekly basis, not everything's even listed on my chart, so it's a lot to account for mentally. And I forgot one of the problems too is this with the screen time. I did take a couple half days of work. Things were slow, and I ended up watching an entire season of Hell's Kitchen. I used to be a big fan of that show, and I just got into it for a day. So that was like a good, I don't know, 8 hours of screen time right there. So I don't think that needs to happen again. But yeah, what a week. I'm really happy that I can sit here and not feel sorry for myself for 7-8 minutes and tell you guys how I fucked up. This week I did it, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next week and the coming weeks after that too. Have a good day, y'all. See you next week. No compromise. Let's go.